Anthropic just shipped a design tool, and Figma's stock dropped 7% in a single day. Not because designers are being replaced, because there is an entire group of people who needed this and never had it. Engineers, founders, product folks, anyone who builds real things but has no way to present them in a way that actually looks good without opening a designing tool. Claude Design is for that person, and I have been that person for years. So, what is it actually? It lives at claude.ai/design. It is Anthropic's own product, powered by latest Opus 4.7. You open it in a browser, describe what you need, and it generates a full design, a prototype, a pitch deck, a one pager, a product mockup. Then you can export it as a PDF, URL, a PowerPoint file, or you can directly push it to Canva for collaborative editing. It is a research preview right now, so you need a Pro, Max, or Enterprise plan to get in. And Claude Design has its own separate usage limit. It is not drawing from your regular Claude message quota, so even if you are on Max plan, Claude Design has its own weekly limit. And once you hit it, you wait for the next cycle. So keep that in mind before you go wild. Anthropic built this specifically for people who need designs but don't live in design tools. Founders, PMs, engineers. If you have ever put off building a landing page because you did not want to touch Figma, this is for you. Just imagine you worked on something, an idea, a tool, a fix, something you want to bring to your team. But here is the problem. Nobody likes static screen. Nobody wants to read a wall of text. A screen recording does not communicate the full picture, and you are not going to open Figma for 15-minute team sync. That gap between having an idea and being able to present it properly is exactly where Claude Design fits. So this is what I am doing right now. Here is the prompt I am giving it. That's the prompt. Let's see what it does. Watch the slides come together. It built a narrative. The pain, the fix, the before and after numbers. The idea is same, but now it has a shape people can actually follow. That is what makes someone actually care. A screen recording of a terminal never does that. You can even export it to Canva if your team wants to edit it together. It is just one click away. And it does not stop at generating. You can add comments, edit slides directly, sketch something out, and prompt it to adjust. It is not just about building, it is about tweaking until it looks exactly how you want. I am not saying it is perfect, but for a single prompt, this is genuinely impressive. Now let's add some animation. You can see it is verifying everything at the bottom left as the changes apply. Solid work for one prompt. Slide deck is obvious use case. The prototype feature is what actually surprised me. Before I show it, quick background on what a design system is because it matters here. A design system is basically the visual rulebook for your product or your site. Your primary color, your font choice, how big the buttons are, how much breathing room you leave between sections. Every site has one, even it was not written down anywhere. It's what makes a site feel consistent. Same button style, same text size, same spacing on every page. When something breaks that consistency, you feel it instantly, even if you can't name why. And Claude Design lets you define one. So every new thing you build follows the same rules. I have got my personal site and I want to add a contact form. I wanted to match the font, the color palettes, the feel of everything that already there. So here is what I did. I asked Claude Design to analyze the site and build a form that matches the same feel. Watch what it pulls out. It reads the live site, font family, color palettes, color values, button shape, overall spacing rhythm. And now it is applying all of that to build the contact form. Here is what it built. And honestly, it does not quite match the feel of my original site. It looks completely different one. So let's try the same thing. But this time I am giving the code base directly instead of just leaving it to analyze the site. I attached the code base and give it the same prompt. And here it is. This one actually matches. The title style, the font, the button, the spacing, every single thing lines up. The form logic also is solid too. Validation, required fields, all of it works. That is what happens when Claude Design has access to a real code rather than just a rendered page. Normally, keeping a new page consistent with the rest of your site takes a lot of back and forth. Here, it's just one prompt. And one thing I actually loved, there is a live control panel where you can pick the accent color, layout, and card style, and just choose what you want visually. Most AI tools can generate a design, but as someone who is not a designer, explaining exactly what I want changed is always the hard part. Claude Design actually solves that. So, when does Claude Design actually make sense? If you have an idea but no way to visualize it, this is your tool. If you need to communicate something complex, it works. If you want a new page or screen that matches what you have already built without touching CSS manually, this is your tool. If you already live in Figma and have a system that works, wait. You will spend more time adopting than you will save. It is not there yet for the workflow. Two things to take away. One, Cloud Design can go from a product idea to a slide deck or a code base from a consistent prototype in a single prompt, and that is a genuinely different experience. Two, complex flows, animations still need to improve.